What if your intelligence is not your greatest strength, but the very thing ruining your life? Some of the smartest people in the world are deeply anxious, chronically stuck, emotionally exhausted, not because they are incapable, but because intelligent people often live inside their own minds. And eventually, the mind becomes a prison. The smarter you are, the easier it becomes to overthink every decision, predict every possible failure, and talk yourself out of action before life even begins. Average people often fail because they don't think enough. Intelligent people fail because they never stop thinking. And that changes everything. Intelligent people usually see more possibilities than average people. At first, this sounds like a superpower, but psychologically, it often creates something called analysis paralysis. The brain becomes obsessed with finding the perfect decision. So instead of acting, it simulates endless futures. What if I fail? What if there's a better option? What if this ruins everything? And because intelligent people can imagine problems more vividly, fear feels more real to them. This activates the brain's threat system, specifically the amygdala, the part of the brain responsible for fear and survival. The result? You become trapped between choices. Not because you are weak, because your brain is trying to eliminate uncertainty. But life does not reward perfect thinking. It rewards movement. The average person often starts before they feel ready. The intelligent person waits forever. And eventually, momentum disappears. Here's the irony. The intelligent person often loses to the less intelligent person, simply because the less intelligent person actually started. Most people think overthinking is a habit, but it's closer to an addiction. Every time you analyze a problem deeply, your brain releases dopamine. Not because you solved the problem, but because your brain believes you are making progress. This creates a dangerous illusion. You feel productive while doing absolutely nothing. Psychologists call this cognitive rumination. The mind loops endlessly trying to solve emotional uncertainty, but many problems in life cannot be solved through thought alone. Relationships, confidence, purpose, meaning. These things require experience, not endless mental simulations, and intelligent people often become disconnected from reality because they spend too much time inside abstract thought. They study life instead of living it. A person can understand every theory about confidence and still be terrified to speak in public. Knowledge is not transformation. Action is. Highly intelligent people often struggle with something called existential awareness. They think deeply about time, death, meaning, failure, regret. Their minds naturally search beneath the surface of reality. But the deeper you think, the harder it becomes to stay emotionally simple. This is why many intelligent people feel isolated. They struggle to turn off their minds. Even during rest, the brain keeps scanning for problems. This weakens emotional recovery. Over time, chronic overthinking increases cortisol, the stress hormone, and eventually the nervous system becomes exhausted. This is why some intelligent people feel tired all the time, even when they've done nothing physically demanding. Their brain never truly rests. Stoic philosophers understood this thousands of years ago. They believed intelligence without control becomes self-destruction. A sharp mind without discipline is like a sword swinging wildly in every direction. Powerful, but dangerous. The goal is not to stop thinking. The goal is to stop worshiping your thoughts. So here's a small exercise you can try today. For the next 24 hours, make one decision quickly. No endless research, no perfect plan, no overanalysis. Just act. Train your brain to tolerate uncertainty. Because confidence is not built by thinking more. It is built by surviving what you were afraid of. This slowly rewires the brain through neuroplasticity. the brain's ability to form new mental patterns. Tiny actions teach the nervous system that uncertainty is survivable, and that changes your entire life. Your intelligence was never meant to imprison you. It was meant to help you see clearly. But clarity without action becomes suffering. The people who change their lives are not always the smartest people in the room. They are the people willing to move despite uncertainty. And if you're someone who refuses to stay trapped inside your own mind, then subscribe. Because this channel is for people who want to understand themselves deeply without becoming controlled by their own thoughts.